Just want to follow up on today. Today we had a good day in the market. We saw the bounce from Iran, U.S. peace deal. That's the same peace deal we had before, probably worse under Obama. But that's another thing. So we're seeing the benefits of that right now. I would also tell you guys to be very cautious of what we're seeing right now, because what is I think is happening is, where's this point at? Is we are right at this upper part of this trend line, right? And we saw this price go up here again today and reject it. And it's rejected it before here, right? So I think that is something that is I'm very cautious about. And again, like I said, it could continue to go up, but it's something I'm very, very cautious about. And you can see a couple times it's rejected it here, pulled back down, came up higher. The difference between this rejection was smaller. It was more shallow, right? This rejection more, right? So what I'm saying is, if this rejection was here to here off of this, which was a 2%, and then this rejection was about 5%. I think there's a few things that happen, right? I think we reject again here up this level here, and we either pull back down another 2-3%, which will give us more room to run up this way to like the 760s, whatever it is, or we reject even harder and we come back down to other levels, right? So that is what I'm watching right now. I'm watching how hard this rejection is going to be, because I definitely think it's going to reject. Most of the time, I believe, at least, when things are too good to be true, they usually are in the stock market, right? And the stock market will inflate you, and then as soon as you feel good, it's going to take all that away from you, right? So be very cautious. I wish I took more stuff off the table today. I probably hope I don't regret that. But either way, good position. I'm already looking at SPY. Again, wait, what? Am I tripping at this ending? Okay, cool. And then for QQQ, let me move it here. Right. So QQQ is a little bit of a different story, at least for QQQ, right? QQQ is already at this level already, and it finished pretty strong on the day. SPY rejected, QQQ finished strong. Part of QQQ finishing strong on the day is the anticipation of the insertion of SpaceX and the other companies that they're loading into the Qs, right? The A-Lab, the CoreWeave, those companies going in there, right? I'm still cautious of this line here, right? Because like I said with the Qs, we came up here, we had a pullback here, right, of 3%. We had another pullback here of about 8%. So again, like I said before, it could come up here and then pull back all the way back down to 3 to 5, whatever percent. And that will give us actually an inverted shoulders pattern. And they could come up here and then break through and continue to go up, right? That could happen. It could reject at this trend line, bounce off this trend line, and continue to go up. I don't know, right? The thing is, I want to be able to have more money on the way up than I do on the way down, right? So basically what I'm trying to say is, like, I need to take profits, because if I don't take profits when the market goes up higher, I'm holding on to something that could actually go against me. And if it goes against me, then I'm SOL, because then I have my money in here, then I'm losing the money, and when the market pulls back, I don't have any more money to throw on there to boost my positions, right? Because if I have a lot of money on, like if I have hypothetically speaking, if I have $100,000 going up and it goes up to 125, I'm up here like 125, 150, and I just hold it and it pulls back all the way back here, and I'm back to 105, and then I'm like, oh, I gotta sell. I sell here, and then it goes right back up, and I buy it again. I'm back up to 150. I'm just playing this exact game over and over again. There's no benefit. I'm at a lose, not a lose, but I'm like neck and neck, right? So again, so you take profits up here. I take profits up here because I might not make 150. I might not take all 150, but I might grab like 135, 140. Price comes back down here in this area. I can put on 120, 130, whatever that is. I can ride this up. Instead of this being 150 next time it gets up here, it might be 175, 180, 185, 190. You know what I'm saying? So like we're just trying to go back up with what more than we came down with, right? So that's what I'm thinking here, and I'm cautious. And another thing I want to look at is the fear and greed index. Fear and fathoms. Fear and greed index. All right, get out of here. So last week it was previous close was 34. Now it's 41. So it's moving in this direction of back towards neutral, which is what you want, right? You want neutral here. And then as you can kind of see here, Trump is reopened. Most ships are staying put, right? They're kind of like waiting, right? We're watching this right now, and I would like to see it get to neutral, but I'm hesitant, right? Like it seems a little too good to be true, and we just got to be aware of things that are too good to be true sometimes, just because they can go against us, right? So you take your profits, you take your money, and you put it to the side, just to have on the way up, right? I just want more money on the way up than down, right? If I can keep on adding to that chunks onto that 100K every time it goes up, or 10K every time it goes up, that's good, right? Like you want pullbacks, and pullbacks, you get your money. You add everything to the pullback. You add everything to the pullback. You add everything to the pullback. Every time you do it, you're just rinsing and repeating all the way up. And once you repeat all the way up, eventually you're going to start putting on money that you're going to see that's going to make a difference in your well-being, right? You're going to go from putting $20,000 or $5,000 on plays, runs up to 7,500. You take it off, comes back down, you put 7,500 on the play. And now instead of getting 50%, when you get 50% this time, you're putting on $3,700 on the play, or $3,750 on the play, right? And then now you're coming back down with about 10K, then that moves to 5,000. Then you got 15, now it moves to 75, and it's exponentially getting better and better and better. And the next thing you know, you putting $65, $75, $80,000 on the play, and you'll see 20%. That's 16 grand, right? Like that's how the math works, man. Math is literally the key to this. Math, fear, and greed, and being unemotional are the biggest things that benefit people who are traders that I found so far. All right, guys, that's what I'm doing. So I'm watching at least. I'm curious how tonight goes. Tonight could be kind of iffy. If tomorrow opens up strong again, I'll be taking some profits off of ARM and another thing. I forgot what else. ARM and some other stuff, but I'm cautious, right? So I'm not putting on, because we're close to the top. I'm not putting on anything full throttle. Only thing I think I put on full position size was I believe I put on BE full position size. I don't know where it is. It's BE. I think the only thing I put on there was, what is this, bro? BE, man. Yeah, I think that's the only stock I put on full position size was BE. Just because I like BE in this position. I wanted to close above here. It did not. That is a kind of a flag for me, because it got in here and it got pulled back down. So I'm kind of cautious of that. But we'll see. We'll see. Let me check the volume here. All right. Yeah, volume was okay. Yeah, so we're just going to wait and see. All right, guys.